Meg shivering as King Charles unearthed the footage of her bullying Charlotte, and this time the law gets in. Imagine if the British royal family released the footage of Meghan bullying Princess Charlotte and staffers. According to royal experts, the gloves are off following the release of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Netflix docuseries. The royal family is reportedly going to publish the report of complaints that Meghan bullied staffers, which the firm previously buried. The reviews said to be highly critical of Meghan and the way she treats palace staff. Whether Charlotte remembers the bullying she suffered before the wedding of her uncle, Harry, and Aunt Meghan, that little girl suffered so much at the time. Tom Bower confirmed in his book Revenge that Meghan Markle is responsible for bullying Princess Charlotte and pushing her best friend Jessica Maroney and her daughter Ivy to do the same. Today, according to a source close to me, King Charles received an email and a recorded bullying Charlotte. As a colleague and best friend, Meghan made Catherine cry upon learning she was pregnant, and this is because she was extremely irritated with Charlotte. Meghan insisted on not having Charlotte or George at the wedding, but Charles and the Queen forced her to do so because they're Harry's niece and nephew, and essentially they're footing the bill for all of this, so you would do this. I also didn't pay for the dress as Charles paid for it, and she was consistently changing her mind about the style and design she wants for the dress and veil. That's why it's a dress and veil that fits so haphazardly, because it's essentially a last-minute patchwork put together, as she won't stop changing her mind. All the staff is exhausted because of Meghan. She will demand they work by strict rules and long hours, but then shout in their faces that their work is terrible and she doesn't want it that way, and coerce them. Well, a lunatic insane with envy of the beautiful child who happened to be born a princess. This is why she insisted on her children using their titles. She thinks it makes them better than other kids, like she comforted herself with being above Victoria Beckham, status-wise, even though she's got a quarter of her money. But how does bullying a 3-year-old make her feel better? Could it be to hinder Charlotte's self-confidence? It's still because she's now a thriving 7-year-old enjoying life. Her time in the Commonwealth Games is the perfect example of that. Meghan sees Charlotte as a threat like she does Catherine. Why? Well, because they carry more status than Harry ever will. Also, Tom Bower mentions in his book that Meghan is constantly envious of women with status. So Meghan bullying Charlotte was her way of feeling in control. The little princess was just a little girl who could not defend herself. Back in March of 2021, Buckingham Palace launched an investigation into complaints alleging Meghan bullied some of her assistants, and Harry even urged one aide to drop the issue. Look how protective Camilla and Sophie were of Charlotte at the funeral. Whatever happened was awful, and the entire family is aware, and they're supportive of the Wales family.